Walk into any garden center and the same thing happens to almost every gardener. You grab what looks beautiful under those bright greenhouse lights, bring it home, and by August, half of it is burned out, leggy, or just dead. After 20 years of working in professional landscaping, residential driveways, commercial entrances, estate gardens, you name it, the confusion stops here. This list is built on 20 years of field results, real soil, real heat, real neglect, and real success. These are the 15 annuals that earn their place in the ground every single season without excuses. Before diving in, if plant knowledge like this helps your garden, hit subscribe right now and ring that bell. The Golden Age gardening community grows every week, and there is always something new coming. Drop a comment below and tell what zone you garden in. That helps tailor future content directly for your conditions. Now let's get into the plants. Annual number 1, Calibrachoa, million bells. Calibrachoa gets overlooked in favor of petunias, but this plant deserves far more attention. The flowers are tiny, bell-shaped, and produced in such overwhelming numbers that the foliage practically disappears under the bloom. It trails beautifully in containers and hanging baskets, tolerates heat extremely well, and unlike older petunia varieties, it does not get that leggy, sticky, worn-out look by midsummer. Modern series like Superbells stay compact and keep flowering from late spring straight through fall frost with almost no deadheading required. Feed with a slow-release fertilizer at planting and then supplement every 2 weeks with a liquid bloom booster. Full sun, good drainage, and this plant will not disappoint. Annual number 2, Supertunia Petunias. Not all petunias perform equally. Standard petunias fade, stretch, and demand constant deadheading. Supertunia varieties, developed through years of selective breeding, operate completely differently. They're self-cleaning, meaning spent flowers drop on their own without any pinching or picking. They rebloom aggressively, pushing out new flowers at a rate that keeps the bed looking full and colorful the entire season. For large mass plantings and sunny borders, Supertunia Vista Bubblegum and Supertunia Sangria deliver color saturation that reads powerfully from the street. Full sun, consistent moisture, balanced fertilizer every 2 weeks, that is the entire maintenance routine.
Annual number 3, Coleus. Here is the shade problem solver. Most flowering annuals simply will not perform in low-light conditions. Coleus does not flower for impact. It performs through foliage, and the foliage color is spectacular. Burgundy, electric lime, deep crimson, hot coral pink, chartreuse with dark edges, and combinations that seem almost unreal until they are seen in person. Modern varieties, including Kong and Wizard series, have dramatically improved sun tolerance compared to older Coleus types, so they can now be pushed into partially sunny spots as well. In containers, use Coleus as the tall, dramatic center plant. Pair it with a sweet potato vine spilling over the edges, and the result stops foot traffic without requiring any special maintenance. Annual number 4, Vinca, or Catharanthus. Vinca is one of the most underappreciated heat warriors in annual gardening. While other plants struggle and wilt through high summer temperatures, Vinca just keeps going. It thrives in hot, humid conditions that would exhaust most flowering annuals. The flowers are clean and simple, 5-petaled rounds in white, red, pink, lavender, and bicolor, and the plant maintains a naturally neat, mounded shape without any pinching or trimming. Vinca is also deer and rabbit resistant, which makes it a practical choice on properties where wildlife browsing is a real issue. Plant in full sun after all frost danger is past, water until established, and then step back. This plant handles itself. Annual number 5, Angelonia, or summer snapdragon. Angelonia does not get nearly the attention it deserves in residential landscaping. It looks like a delicate, refined plant, tall spikes of small orchid-like flowers in purple, pink, white, and bicolor, but the performance under heat and drought is absolutely outstanding. Unlike traditional snapdragons that fade out in summer heat, Angelonia thrives as temperatures climb. It is self-cleaning, requires almost no deadheading, and blooms continuously from planting time to frost. The light, grape-like fragrance from the foliage is a bonus detail that surprises people the first time they brush against it. Use it in the middle or back of a mixed border for vertical interest, or mass plant a single color for bold, clean impact.
Annual number 6, Lantana. This plant requires an honest conversation before recommending it.
In warmer climates, Florida, Texas, Hawaii, and parts of the Gulf Coast, lantana is listed as invasive. It can escape cultivated areas and move into natural spaces, pushing out native plants. Always check the local invasive species list before planting lantana and contact the local cooperative extension office for guidance specific to the region. For gardeners in areas where lantana is safe to use, this is one of the most drought-tolerant, heat-tolerant flowering annuals available. Once established, it wants minimal water and almost no care. The blooms arrive in tight clusters that shift colors as they age, orange fading to yellow, red shifting to pink on the same flower head simultaneously, creating a uniquely layered color effect. Butterflies and hummingbirds are drawn to it constantly. Plant it against south-facing brick walls and in full sun spots where nothing else thrives, and it will perform season after season. Annual number 7, geraniums, pelargoniums. 20 years in the field and geraniums have never let down. There is a reason they have been planted for generations. They are reliable, bold, heat-tolerant, pest-resistant, and they deliver a clean, high-visibility color that reads beautifully from the street. Red geraniums anchor foundation plantings with a confident, structured presence. Pink softens cottage-style combinations. White creates crisp contrast against dark foliage plants. The only real maintenance tip worth emphasizing: do not overwater geraniums. They prefer soil that dries out somewhat between waterings. Overwatering leads to root rot and yellowing foliage faster than almost anything else. Keep them on the dry side, fertilize monthly, and they will bloom reliably all season long. Annual number 8, dragon wing begonia. Of all the begonia types available, dragon wing stands in its own category for professional use. The wing-shaped, glossy leaves give this plant a tropical, lush appearance that looks intentional and well-designed even in simple settings. Pendulous clusters of red and pink flowers drape downward naturally, creating a cascading effect in containers or raised beds. Dragonwing grows 12 to 24 inches tall, giving it a genuine presence in a shaded landscape bed, not just a small accent, but a real structural plant. It handles partial shade with ease, tolerates heat far better than tuberous begonias, and requires no deadheading whatsoever. For covered entryways, shaded patios, and spots under tree canopies where flowering color is difficult to achieve, dragonwing begonia is a consistent solution.
Annual number 9, marigolds. Marigolds earn their place on this list for two completely separate reasons, and only one of them involves color. The visual argument is easy. Full sun, heat-tolerant, low-maintenance, bold orange, yellow, and rusty red blooms in both compact French varieties and tall, bold African varieties. But the practical argument is what separates marigolds from most other annuals. The roots of French marigolds produce a compound called alpha-terthionyl that is toxic to soil nematodes, microscopic organisms that damage plant roots. Additionally, the pungent scent of marigold foliage deters aphids, whiteflies, and certain beetles above ground. Planted as border edging around vegetable gardens or mixed into ornamental beds, marigolds serve as a natural pest management layer alongside their decorative function. That dual role makes them one of the most strategically useful annuals on this list. Annual number 10, Boston fern and macho fern. A great landscape is not only about flowers. Texture, fullness, and that deep tropical layering quality that makes a garden feel lush and complete, that is what ferns deliver, and nothing does it better in shaded conditions. Boston ferns are the classic choice for covered porches, shaded entryways, and hanging applications. They need consistent moisture, indirect light, and reasonable humidity, and in return they produce full, soft, arching fronds that maintain their color and density all season long. Macho ferns take everything Boston ferns do and scale it dramatically upward. Much larger fronds, bolder presence, and a statement-making quality that works beautifully in large shaded beds or oversized floor planters. When the goal is filling significant shaded space with rich green texture that flowers simply cannot provide, macho fern is always the answer. Annual number 11, caladiums. For shaded areas, and nearly every property has at least one, caladiums are the most dramatic, most colorful solution available.
The entire show happens in the foliage. White leaves traced with green veins, deep red with bright pink edges, rose and burgundy combinations that look almost hand-painted. A mass grouping of caladiums in a shaded bed stops visitors in their tracks because that quality and depth of foliage color is completely unexpected from a plant most people underestimate. Two things to know. Caladiums grow from tubers and need warm soil to perform. Do not plant them until soil temperature is consistently above 65 degrees Fahrenheit, or they will simply sit dormant and refuse to grow. In the deep south, tubers can often be left in the ground year-round. In most regions, pull them in fall or plan to replant fresh tubers each spring.
Annual number 12, Bougainvillea. For gardeners in zones 9 through 11, Bougainvillea is a perennial. For the rest of the country, it is a seasonal container and basket that delivers tropical color unlike anything else available. The vivid color, hot pink, deep purple, orange, red, does not actually come from flowers. Those are papery bracts, modified leaves that surround a tiny white central flower, and they are produced most aggressively when the plant is under slight stress. The professional tip for Bougainvillea success: resist the urge to pamper it. Keep it slightly root-bound in its pot. Water less than instinct suggests. Go easy on nitrogen fertilizer. Too much water and too much feeding produces lush green foliage and almost no color. A slightly stressed bougainvillea in a hot sunny spot is a spectacular sight. Note that thorns are common on most varieties, so placement away from high-traffic walkways is wise.
Annual number 13. Zinnias. No annual attracts pollinators more reliably than zinnias. Butterflies, bees, and hummingbirds find zinnia beds and simply stay. Beyond the ecological value, zinnias are one of the fastest-growing flowering annuals available. They germinate quickly, establish fast, and begin blooming in a short window, making them an ideal choice for filling bare areas mid-season when other plants need more lead time. Plant them in large sweeps of a single bold color, or mix warm tones of orange, red, coral, and yellow for a naturalistic cottage garden effect. One management note: zinnias are susceptible to powdery mildew in warm, humid conditions with poor air circulation. Give them adequate spacing. Do not crowd them. Plant where airflow is good and the mildew risk drops significantly.
Annual number 14, Verbena. Verbena is a trailing, spreading annual that serves multiple landscape functions simultaneously. It defines bed edges with a trailing carpet of color, suppresses weeds by shading soil between larger plants, and blooms continuously in purple, red, coral, pink, and white from planting through frost. Newer series like Superbena have dramatically improved disease resistance and heat tolerance compared to older verbena varieties that tended to fade and look tired by late summer. Verbena pairs beautifully with Calabraccio, Angelonia, and tall grassy accent plants in mixed containers, and it fills the gaps around perennials in established beds while those plants mature. Full sun, moderate water, and it handles the heat of summer without complaint.
Annual number 15, Sweet Potato Vine. Sweet potato vine is not a flowering plant. That is the point. In a landscape full of color and bloom, the strategic use of a bold, fast-growing foliage plant creates contrast, depth, and visual rhythm that flowers alone cannot achieve. Chartreuse sweet potato vine makes every color around it appear brighter and more vivid. It amplifies warm tones in reds and oranges and creates electric contrast against deep purple or burgundy plants. The deep purple-black varieties like Blackie do the opposite, creating rich, moody depth in a planting. Sweet potato vine grows aggressively. It fills containers fast, spills generously over edges, and covers bare soil in landscape beds at a speed that surprises most gardeners the first time they use it. Pair it with coleus for a shade container combination that produces strong visual impact all season with almost no effort. That is the complete list of 15 annuals built on 20 years of professional landscape work. The rule is simple. Pick 3 or 4 from this list that match the sun exposure, soil conditions, and climate of the specific site. Learn those plants deeply. Understand their water needs, their fertilizer response, their growth habits. That focused knowledge builds a landscape that looks professional and intentional every single year. If this kind of field-tested plant knowledge is useful, subscribe to Golden Age Gardening right now. New content drops every week, all of it built around helping gardeners make better decisions in their outdoor spaces. Leave a comment below with the plant from this list that gets planted this season. That conversation helps everyone in this community. Share this video with a fellow gardener who still guesses at the garden center, because that is exactly the cycle this list exists to break. This is William Scott with Golden Age Gardening. Get those plants in the ground and go make something beautiful.